Hello children, today I'm going to show you how to make a superhero model out of clay. Now if you haven't got any clay at home, you could use Play-Doh. Hopefully you've got some of that in your house, or plasticine. If you haven't got any of those, you could look on the internet. There's lots of recipes and instructions for how to make your own Play-Doh. So I've already made one earlier. Here is my superhero, Mr. Muscleman. You could maybe think of a name for yours. So I'm going to show you how you get all those shapes. So I'll leave Mr. Muscleman just down here for a moment. So I started off with the head. So you get the piece of clay or Play-Doh that you're using, and you want to roll it into a sort of ball shape or a sphere. There you go, you've been learning about spheres in maths. So the best way to do that is either roll it around in the palm of your hand or on the table in front of you to get the sphere shape, the head shape. And what you could do, you could either use Play-Doh to make the nose, eyes, mouth, that sort of thing. I'm just going to use a pen or a pencil to make the holes, to make the shapes. So I'll give him a nice smiley face. You might want to make a lady superhero, that's up to you. So there's the head. Now I'm going to give him a little bit of hair. So I just use my fingers really to mould the shape. Looks a bit more like a toupee mine, but not to worry. And press it down onto the head. Use your fingers and thumbs to mould it to the shape you want. You can take a little bit more time than me. I'm doing it a bit quick for the video. Now then, we want the body. So I get another piece. I'm going to use blue for mine, but you can have any colour. And I'm going to make it more into a sausage shape this time. So roll it into more of a sausage on the table or in the palm of your hand. And then flatten it out a little bit so it's not too thin. And then again, stick it onto the head. Use your fingers to mould it down so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, you may want to do a neck because he's missing a neck really, isn't he? Now the legs. So I've rolled a long sausage and then split it in half so the legs are the same size. So you don't want him to have one long and one short leg. So stick it on again, press down firmly. And then I've added little boots onto the end, so small little balls. And again, stick them on the end. You could make long boots if you wanted. Same for the arms as the legs. Make a long sausage, roll it nice and smoothly, and then split it in half. Now with my arms, I decided to put him in a pose where he's showing his muscles off. But you don't have to do that. You could have him flying in the air with one arm out like Superman. You could decide what sort of pose. There are all sorts of superhero poses you could make. And you could just have hands, but I've given him some black gloves. Just try to make sure you don't stick him to the table. Okay, so what's missing? Cape. Now for the cape, you might want to have a little hunt at home to see if you've got some sort of rolling pin. I'd only got a huge massive one that I use for cooking, but you might have a little plastic one that you use with your Play-Doh sets. So you roll it out flat so it's more of a rectangle shape, and then stick it on his back. You could really go to town and add, depending on what his name is, for me it would, if it's Muscleman, I could maybe do 2 M's on the back or even on his chest for Muscleman. And then I did a long sausage again for his belt around his middle, and just like a small circle or square for the buckle. Okay, so I've done mine quite quickly, but you can take your time. I think he definitely needs a neck. He's definitely missing a neck there. So I can't wait to see the photographs of your superhero models. I'm sure you can do a better job than I can. Bye for now.